the capital city of Austin, Texas. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that. But he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Purdy looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norman Rockman, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951. And he threw for 554 yards in that game. Later, won a championship as a quarterback with the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. Off play action, Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Here we go. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now it's Fields. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Here's Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 67 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Makes it 3rd and
Purdy on the sneak. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
on the play. And the 49ers first down. First and 10 at the
Throwing here, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Purdy now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
18-yard line.
Now Purdy. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the Lions' 18-yard line.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's over the middle into the hands of Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And the 49er first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Play action. It's Fields. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Dante Thornton, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28, 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Lions very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few laps.
And he works free. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. First down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Williams, a man in motion right. Here's a fake on the Jets sweep, and now off play action, it's Purdy. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
That's another.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Purdy. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bush. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Don't jump. Ready?
On play action, Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
33-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
To throw is Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, the return stops at the 39-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Purdy. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Another shot now for this Lions offense. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49ers' 39-yard line.
No mas, no mas. Go.
Fields now to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, he's got Lane. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Gain of 7. It's 4th down.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They snap it to Fields. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Gain of 8. That's another Austin.
Fields. Going for a right side here. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Fields. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Dante Thornton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So haven't been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field. And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Operating from the gun. Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 5.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
49er first down.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Looking to throw. Purdy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
13 more yards. That's another 49er first down.
Purdy will look to throw again here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Here's 2nd and 10.
Darian Porter on the coverage.
Purdy looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They go play action here. Purdy. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Now it's Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll get that complete to Franklin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 35-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 31-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Purdy now to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
It's just been all-out pressure on this drive. They've already sacked him a couple of times, and now here, he's just forced to chuck this one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. 20, 10, and he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. You see the numbers, up over 200 passing yards already. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
11. West right zip. Hey, Ken. Tonight.
Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. This taken in at the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. So halftime straight ahead, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Off play action. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. Looking to put a drive together. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you have people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Now Fields going to run. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10. At the Lions, 49.
Now Purdy. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
The current formula is not working right now. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. To throw once more on second and 10. Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 6.
40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Dante Thornton, 39 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's second down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Purdy. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 88 yards. And the 49ers get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
49ers 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
42. 49ers
Showing off that speed and electric boost that he has. 95 yards that kick return goes down for. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he returns this to the 22. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Purdy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
No more. Here we go. Hey, no more. Monday. Tonight.
On play action, Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. 3:19, guys, net. Hey, 5:51. Tonight.
Back to throw, Fields. Now he'll tuck this. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 16 yards on the play. brings up third down.
You got a mini base. Why not? Right.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
319 just what?
A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Hey, go jump. Ready? Go.
To throw is Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, here we go on fourth down. Fields. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down, and that will force a turnover on downs. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Back to throw. Delgado. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Come on.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown 49ers. Jalen Noel, 54 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
49ers 31.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And able to get this out to the 25. Austin's offense ready to go again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6.
At the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Fields now to throw. Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down for the Lions and a nice pickup of 18 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Extend. Right.
Here's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
319, just what? Out, let's go. Go.
To the air again, Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Breaks through the contact. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Delgado able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
In motion comes the tight end left. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st down. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
49er 1st down.
Back to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
At the 31-yard line.
Now it's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now Fields. He'll try to pick it up himself. Open man is Thornton. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down. First and 10.
Here's Fields. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 6. Brings up 2nd and 16.
From the gun, here's Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They snap it to Fields. He's got a man complete. There he goes again. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, 72 yards. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they will try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Delgado. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Barrett. Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This is caught inside the 15. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barrett. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Barrett. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Delgado. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now Fields going to run. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 3. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points.